to my channel. If you're new here, then hi! Yeah, I've got 2 nails left. Just the 2. I've got some hanging nail. And if you want to see what I do with this hanging nail, I'm sticking out. Because obviously they're a little bit odd. Anyway, I got all these colours for Aquacast. And yeah, I'm going to dye my hand. And I've got this beautiful, horrible moth. I don't like moths, but I do like moths. Not real moths. This stencil. Yeah, the road. I got very excited to open the package that I kind of come in very fast. I didn't know that was in there, and I felt really bad, and I had to apologise. And these came from Tina at 4 spicy with love. And I'd got them in the morning when I was trying to avoid talking to her because I felt really bad. I was just like instant, and I'm like, I know, but I'm so sorry. Please don't be mad at me. And she wasn't. She did it herself. That made me feel better. Yeah. So thank you very much. Hugely appreciated. Thank you. I have followers. To those who've joined the gift, I know all these people and you're all fantastic. Thank you to my watchers and subscribers. Oh, thinking about it. And my linkers, my commenters, especially those that watch right up to the end. Because that's the important bit, watching to the end. Because even if people have got the watch hours, they still need people to watch. Because what's the point of all of YouTube if people don't watch? And please don't tell people to skip forward because they might get bored. There are channels out there that are struggling to get anywhere, and if they hear bigger channels say that, it's like, do that to everybody. No, bigger channels can say things like that because they've got the numbers, they've got the viewers, they've got all this, that, and other. Those little channels don't have all that. I'm going to go for a soapbox. I'm sorry. So, I've mixed up my Aquacast. I was going to use the, what's it called again? Plaster of Paris, there we go. But for some reason it made my hand itch. It never has before. So, I don't know what's going on. I ended up with some scabs on my little finger. So, and also I wanted this to look nice. Well, hopefully it'll look nice. I've done a kind of marbling, but I don't want a marbling. That's going to make no sense whatsoever. I'm sorry. I want it fiery because I'm going to use the dragon. And this table isn't level. This table's not actually a table. This table is a piece of wood across 2-3 beams. But it was level. I forgot I'd put card to flatten it underneath my mat, and so part of this is not level. So I used a teeny tiny coffee stirrer because it's thinner than a normal popsicle stick. I've turned it around. Lollipop stick. There we go. So I only needed a little bit of a wedge, not too much, and I've gone round the outside to do get rid of the bubbles. There is a little bit of overpour. That's easy peasy to take off. And the rest of this I'm gonna pop in a little coaster and do something with something else. Yeah. I also love these leaves. Oh my god, they're cute. And that thing that's making me think autumn, it's already started to drop in temperature. It started to get dark at night, and I love it. I'm so pleased. I like it when it's dark at night. People stay indoors. I like it when it's cold or rainy. people stay indoors. I'm not a people person, you know. So that didn't exactly work out how I wanted it to. I wanted it to look like fire. Sure, it didn't work, but I do like the mix of colours. And I cheated and just folded my mat over because I was trying to get it done, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and Tina, don't be mad at me, but I needed to cut it. I have put it away, nice and safe. It is all nice and clean, just very thin, but it's perfect for this circle. It will be in a minute when I cut it into pieces. Kind of cut it to pieces. Very, very close to the edges. Oh, very. But it fits. Now, I did show you a square mould. Now, if I'd have thought on, I could have made it in that and not had to cut it at all. But I wanted the circle because it just looks nice. And I am not going to paint this. You think stencil, well, you're not going to paint it, what are you going to do it? Well, I thought I'd look through my paper craft drawers and see what I've got in there. Well, when I say paper craft drawers, I have drawers for pretty much everything I've got. It's just not very organised. I'm trying, I'm getting there. A little bit at a time. Because right now it's just a mess. So now it fits in there almost perfectly. I'm just going to cut a little bit off. Just a little bit. And I'm going to hold this down because if I stick it down, it's going to be really tricky because they're lit around the circle. So I'm going to make this into like a little trinket tray. And I have to say, I like it. So yes, I am using ink pads. Now, some of these ink pads are old, and I don't want it to be in your face, bold. I want it more abstract. No, not abstract. Different tones. I can't think what the word is I'm trying to find. But I use black. I use a browny colour. It's called champagne actually, but it looks more brown, especially on this because of the different colours it's already got. I also use a pink. Oh, there's the brown. So yes, I do use a brown. Sorry, I do apologise. I've got several of these in the drawer. Every now and again, I see them on cheap. I'll pick a few up. But this one is a little stack of, I think, 7 or 8, all different colours. I think I got them last year actually from the range in the autumn section. Yes, I did, because I've also got some stamps that go with it. So that actually reminds me, I need to find them. I've sort of started tidying up again, but I'm trying to make it so it's more organised, so I don't know where they are. So I'll go find them, because they'd come in handy for something. They would, they really would. So I need to remember that. Somebody remind me in comments, will you? Because no doubt by the time I've got through this video I will have forgotten. So yeah, I'm mixing up these colours on the actual Aquacast through the stencil, and I must say I think it looks pretty cool. Now these stamps are quite old, but every now and again if you just spray a little bit of alcohol and spread them, then it just revives them again. So they don't ever get lost. I'm not lost, but wasted. I don't know if you can hear the banging in the background. But two of my cats are on the fight. They only play fighting, but my God, they go for it. And, well, they're being little pits. I'm hoping that when I click the button, it'll get rid of that sound, but I do apologise if you can hear him having a bit of rough and tumble. And now he's run off and is shouting at her to come and play with him again. Cats are so silly. But anyway, I don't know if you heard that again or all. Oh, good grief, he's going for it. He's running around like an headless chicken now. Why do they get zoomies right when I put record on? I don't get it. But look at that. I like that. It's very muted and it is kind of not standing out from the background too much, which is also what I wanted, but I do want it to stand out at the same time. So I'm going to use some waterproof pens, and I'm going to go around, not every edge, but just to highlight some bits and bobs. Oh dear, that cat mad. So it just stands out a little bit, and I'm going to put a little purple gem with some acrylic marker pen on the top of his head. I don't think it's supposed to be a gem, but as soon as I saw it I thought, yeah, that'll look nice as a gem instead. Make it more regal. So this is the Dragon of Fire. Oh my days, now what? That I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of. So you can see I'm not being particularly careful. I do want it to follow the line of the dragon, how it works. Thank you to those of you that have been using my discount codes lately. It is hugely appreciated and you do not realise how much. It does not cost you any extra. In fact, you get money off. It just gives me that little bit of a help. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything that people do for me. More than you know. And this is going to be covered in UV resin. I'm not sealing this until I know it's completely dry, because when I pick it up off the mat, you can see how wet it is. I can see it. I don't know if you can on the camera. And I have just folded my mat across because, well, I wanted to get this video done. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'd got to be up for daft o'clock, my little man. I had about 2 hours kid. Yeah. And I'm still not going to bed now, and it should be. I am wired. I had a coffee today. That could possibly, yeah, that could be the issue. I like coffee. Coffee's good. So like I said, I'm going to go over the top with UV resin, and I will spend some time babysitting it, watching for the bubbles to rise, let it self-level itself, let it self-level itself, let it self-level. That'll do. And then use a long neck lighter to get rid of any bubbles that happen to just pop up on top. And I will then wait, like I said, I'll wait for it to be cured from the UV and from getting rid of any moisture inside it. Pebble stone, lovely. And then I'll come back and wax it. It does take a while for me to stop faffing with this UV resin, but I do fast forward it. It's got little blooming cat ears just a couple that fell off the bottle because one of my cats decides to, like, when I'm in bed, to roam around my desk to see what mischief she can get up to. There's many a morning I've woke up, come downstairs and thought, yep, she's been at it again. Stuff on the floor that she just did not want on my desk. I keep trying to remind her, it is my desk. Then I need to remind myself, when you own a cat, you don't own a cat. The cat owns you. So yeah, I'm letting this UV resin spread itself around because I don't want to use too much. I just want a thin coat just to make the colours pop that little bit more and to protect the actual dragon. Now, I was in two minds whether it was actually going to run when the UV went on, but then I realised that I'm using stays on ink pads, or mostly stays on, and they are permanent. So, permanent does not run most of the time. Sharpies seem to have noticed when you put UV on them, but these haven't. So I use my torch, not my long neck lighter. Okay, it's Aquacast, so it's okay. And I haven't put quite enough on. I'm looking at the light at all different angles, trying to see where the resin is or isn't, and to see if there's anything that's like showing on top. There are a couple of times I'm poking at it and I'm thinking, it's not actually there, and it's the line. The light again. The light tricks my eyes. So these I was also sent from Paula at, I want to say, a present, but I think I'm saying it wrong. She also sent me some wood and some pens I'm going to be using. They are really nice metallic pens, and these are off my Amazon wish list. And I got these a couple of weeks ago, and I had started doing videos to say thank you to people like Tracy and Sally and Paula, and then Tina's came, but Tina's came after my software started working again. So I thought I'd just say thank you to Paula at the same time, and to anybody else that sends me things. It is hugely appreciated, it really is. Believe me, it really is. I mean, I'm not going into ins and outs, most of it anyway, that Bobby's going through treatment, and sometimes he has to have time off work. And this last stint was about 5 weeks, and we were brassic because he cannot get any help from anywhere. Can't get PIP, can't get UC, can't get anything. He's worked all his life, and now when he needs it, he gets no help. It just baffles my brain. So yeah, we've been struggling a bit. He's back at work now, but we don't know how long for. His treatment's been postponed again, we think, but we're not quite sure. They said they were going to, but we don't know. It's like pulling hen's teeth. It's ridiculous. But anyway, like I said, it is hugely appreciated. Now, this wax is not the nice smelling wax that people are using. It's cheap wax, it's just ordinary, I want to say honeycomb then. No, not honeycomb. Beeswax, there we go. I know there'd be a link there somewhere. It's just ordinary beeswax, and I'll coat it once, let it soak in, rub it off, leave it for a bit, then do that again. You won't see me do another coat, but you get the gist. It's to make sure it's nicely sealed in. And I also rub over the top of the UV resin because I noticed my mucky fingerprints were all over it, and I thought, well, this will be alright just to clean that too. So I did. Smeared it on, left it, and then came back later on with a nice buffing cloth and buffed it all and did it again, buffed it all again. So it looks really, really shiny. It's really pretty. I enjoyed making this. So I like the colours. I don't like muted stuff. It's a bit boring. Although some things can be really, really nice. It's just me. So I'm going to buff it all off again and take some photos. And here they are. I hope you like what you see. And please give me a thumbs up, comment. Hugely appreciated. And I shall see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.